Now, if you want to study, what is attention? How does it come? Where does it come from? What is consciousness? What is awareness? The best place to study is from where it's coming out. Best place is to study at the third eye center, the center of your head. It's nothing external at all. It's everything internal. You are using your attention into your head, into your place. But can we really put our attention inside? Not easily. Why not easily? If we can put attention on the flowers, I can put attention on this microphone, I can put attention on all of you. Why can't I put my attention on the third eye center? Simple. We have lived our life focusing attention on something. We have trained our attention to be used for focusing on things and then concentrating. Read a book, focus your attention on the book. Look at something, focus your attention there. Talk to somebody, be attentive there. What does that mean? Attention flows outward. From that point, from third eye center, attention has always flown outside. Maybe how many lifetimes we have lived with that. We have trained our mind all the time to move attention from where it originates to outside. Now we are saying, let's put the attention where it originates. This is not a process of focusing attention at all. It's a process of withdrawing your attention. That's where we are caught up and not getting successful results. People don't withdraw attention. In all their meditational exercises, they're trying to focus attention somewhere. Even in the head, if I suggest to somebody, focus attention on your own self, from where you are currently thinking. They close their eyes, make an image of themselves. And they say, that's me sitting inside in the dark, hollowness of the head, and I'm trying to look at that self. That is not yourself at all. Yourself is the one that's looking at that image. And we can't withdraw there at all. So used to focusing attention, even when we say, want to focus attention on ourselves, we have to create somebody. Why do we have to create? We are the one looking. It's a very important subject, I'm telling you. The subject of an experiencer and experience. Experiences change. Experiencer never changes. Creation changes. Self never changes, that observes that creation or lives through it. Have you ever noticed that if you are dreaming, who is the character that is yourself in the dream? You wake up, isn't that the same character? That self never changes. Supposing you have a different experience of a different form of yours. You become a cloud. You will be a cloud, which is still the same self. Self never disappears, self never changes. All experience around it changes. It's a remarkable thing to know and to experience. Therefore, every time the experiencer is the real one and not the experience. Even the highest experience is not the truth. Experiencer is the truth. It's so hard to find. The experiencer is the one. We are here, all experiencers. We are the self. And we can't find the self. We can't know what the self is. Amazing situation we are in, that we are that which we are looking for. Why are we in such confusion? If we are that, which is our goal to find out, where is the big deal? The big deal is that we do not consider ourselves that. Just because we happen to be using a vehicle to experience something different, we are thinking we are the vehicle. We don't do it all the time. When we drive a car, driving a car, we don't become the car. We're using it. But we do not realize the body we are using is just like a car. We're sitting in a driver's seat and behind the eyes in the third eye center and using the body. We think body is ourself. The mistake is not our not being aware of ourselves. If we weren't aware of ourselves, the world would disappear. The difficulty is we are misidentifying the self with something else, the body. We think this is the self. It's only being used. And yet we read in all religions, all spiritual literature, the soul, source of life, is immortal. Was never born, will never die, all those kind of wonderful descriptions. That's our self. How can it apply to the body? It's born, grows, dies quickly in 100 years, so at cosmic time is billions of years. How can we call this body of ours, ourself? It's so short-lived, temporary. So therefore, we caught up in this thing, misidentification of consciousness with the body. Of course consciousness is operating in the body. Of course it is making us a living body. Of course it is making us a conscious, aware body, aware of not only the body but ourselves outside the experiences. A big miracle. But to say this is the body is not. When somebody wants to seek what is inside, that we call immortal, that we call spirit, that we call soul, what is that and where does it lie? Then we try to find something inside. Enlightened people come and they say, you can find if you meditate. If you meditate within yourself. The whole truth of your own true self is within you. So we try to meditate. Maybe if I can find out who I am inside, somebody saying, meditate within, I'll close my eyes. Try to see very hard. Got a headache. Darkness, headache. Will I continue? That's the experience of most people. They are told the truth is inside, meditate and close your eyes and put your attention inside. I close my eyes, try hard. Can't see anything. I make up some imaginary figures, imaginary numbers, imaginary images. Sometimes people tell me, I meditated inside long periods. I could see some red light. I could see some blue light. I said, if I knock you on the head, you'll see the same light right now. What are you talking about that you see red light or blue light and you got enlightened? What knowledge did you get of yourself? None. So we give up. It's very simple. So many of us have tried and given up because we saw nothing. How can you see? When you close your eyes, at least with eyes open, I can see something. With closed eyes, I can see nothing. Where did the fault lay? The fault lay in that I was still trying to see with the eyes which are closed. These eyes won't see if they are closed. They were not meant to be seeing anything with eyes closed. But there is another eye which we use all the time, without difficulty, without headache, without closing our eyes. Another eye called the eye of imagination. Imagine things, we can see them. Which eye is seeing them? Right now, I can see a big white elephant standing outside. Just outside a big white elephant. How many of you can see? Oh, good. Some of you can see with your eyes without the elephant being there, without using these eyes. The eyes of imagination are not the physical eyes at all. And yet we all have them, we all use them. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we can use those eyes to see and not the eyes of the physical body? Takes a little time to switch, I must tell you. Because imagination, we have practiced. Imaginative viewing, we have practiced for a long time. But to see our own self and what's happening inside our head with imagination is a different job. It can be done, can be practiced. But the means we have already. Now, if you were to close your eyes and not try to look anything with these eyes, they are closed. But with your imagination, you imagine there are things happening in front. You can see them very easily. Where are those imaginative eyes? Who has them? Yourself. Nobody else. There's nobody else there. You are the only one there. You close your eyes, you're the only one inside. And you have eyes to imagine things. Now, supposing you imagine that you are sitting in the head and you make a little picture. That picture is not you, but what about the one looking at the picture? Supposing you were to say, I'm looking at a picture, but who is looking? You'll withdraw. Not easy to begin with. Very easy with little practice. And the practice is simple. The practice is not even to withdraw attention there, but to say, where am I sitting? Imagine, where are you sitting with eyes closed? You draw your attention to the third eye center. If some aids are given, some methods are designed, there are a lot of methods designed to imagine more easily where you're sitting. Supposing you can use those aids, which I can explain, with those aids you can actually imagine you are sitting there, then you find you are sitting there. Who is imagining? There's nobody else to imagine. Imagination is only a very small tool to begin. But once you are there, and then put attention on that self of yours. How? By doing things inside. Dancing, for example. We can dance inside, we can walk, talk, fly, do anything we like. It's imaginary. Imaginary is imagination, not the stuff we are looking at. We are looking at who is doing it. Is it the same self that's looking out with these eyes or different? Same self. Self never changes. Therefore, when we imagine we are there and start doing activities within that space, not this space. You know you can create as much space as you like inside.